If you're familiar with the band Linkin Park, they have a song that goes something like, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. That's got to be a little bit how it feels for the Islanders tonight and for Islanders fans everywhere. In game one, everything went wrong for the Islanders. They were outshot, they were outplayed, their goaltending was poor, both goaltenders. Their play was poor, and they got whooped like a rented mule. In game two, they came out to play. Varlamov came out to play, yes. The goal that he allowed with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first, well, it's always a killer to allow a late goal. The Islanders had taken the lead earlier in the first period on a goal above Vasilevsky's shoulder, blocker, his right shoulder. That was a shot from just, basically top of the crease kind of area. And that was a really good goal. The Islanders dominated the first period. They were out shooting Tampa Bay, I think like 12 to a very low number, 12 to a very low number. But with 1 minute and 35 left in the first period, Varlamov allowed a goal from Hedman. That was a blast-ish, a hard shot from the point. Just snuck in just inside the crease on the ice, blocker side on Varlamov. Probably should have had it. He might have been a little bit screened, but it looked like he was reacting in good time. He just didn't get over quite far enough to get his pad on it. So, that's devastating to allow that tying goal so late in the first period. But then the game goes on, no more goals until, if you want to talk about devastating, 8 seconds. I think it was like 8.8 seconds left in the third period. The Islanders had really outplayed Tampa. Obviously not in every minute of the game, but in large stretches, they had outshot them pretty heavily, although the shots were starting to even up and did even up a little bit more by the end of the game. I think, if I remember the numbers correctly, the Islanders ended up with like 8 more shots at the end of the game than Tampa had. But Tampa got the all-important second goal. With 8.8 seconds, I believe it was, left, the Lightning made a push into the Islanders zone, and they were able to score. It wasn't a bad goal on Varlamov's part. Just basically a one-timer from Varlamov's trapper side, if I remember correctly, and it beat him. And, man, it's just, I was prepared for the game to go to overtime. The Islanders did have a short, like a 48-second or something like that, 5-on-3 in the third period, and did nothing with it. And then they had the remainder of the second, the second Tampa Bay penalty. So a 5-on-4 after the 5-on-3 had ended, and they really didn't do a whole lot with that either. Man, it's rough because the Islanders came out to play. They played well in so many respects, and yet they come away with a loss. So Tampa Bay has a 2-0 lead in the series, and this has got to be just a gut-wrenching punch, just a punch in the stomach for the Islanders and Islanders fans after playing so well. And then not just playing well and losing, but playing well and then losing with 8.8 seconds. And forgive me if I was like 0.9 or something, but with basically 8 or 9 seconds left in the game. Just horrible. But Varlamov overall played well. Again, his first goal was a little bit suspect. Vasilevsky played fantastically. And the Lightning now have a pretty commanding 2-0 lead. So we'll see if the Islanders can dig down deep and make a push, make a comeback, or if Tampa Bay, as the general manager of the St. Louis Blues, Doug Armstrong, said about 6 years ago when the Blues were having trouble finishing in the playoffs, he was talking about when you've got a team down, you've got to take the dagger and stick it into their eye, through their eye, into their brain, and kill them. And that's what Tampa Bay needs to do. Tampa Bay cannot take their foot off the gas. Honestly, they were outplayed in this game. In a sense, they were taking their foot off the gas. But now they got that somewhat fortunate second win. It was a little bit lucky. Not lucky, but, they probably should have lost that game because they got outplayed and outshot pretty, decently. But they didn't. They've got the 2-0 lead. Let's see if Tampa can keep their foot on the Islanders' throat, if they can take that dagger and stick it through the Islanders' eye into their brain and kill them, or if the Islanders can dig down deep somewhere, work up some character and fight back and get back in this series. I'm really eager to see how this goes. After game one, I was like, oh my gosh, is Tampa really that much better than New York? Like, if that's the case, like if Tampa is that much better than New York and they finished off Boston in 5, then how much better is Tampa than the entire East? You know, that's what I was thinking. I'm glad to see the Islanders at least, not just at least made a game of it today, but really in many respects outplayed Tampa, because that shows me that the East is a little bit more even among its teams than it looked after game one. Game one was just one of those flukes. Sometimes everything goes wrong, and for the Islanders in game one, everything went wrong. So we'll see what happens in game 3. Thank you so much for watching. Do click the little like button that's down here somewhere if you enjoyed this video or found it informational, useful, or entertaining. And do please subscribe. Please subscribe. I would appreciate that. I think we've got like 60 subscribers, but I'd like to see that number go up and up and up. So if you have not subscribed and you enjoy or appreciate these videos at all, please do so. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself an amazingly awesome, fantastic, wonderful, and excellent day. Bye now.